Let's talk about Woodruff Reservoir in extreme southwest Wyoming. Hey, you want remote? I've got extremely remote. You want hard to find? I've got hard to find. That's Woodruff Reservoir. Best way to explain it and how to get there is your point of reference is Evanston, Wyoming, which is a medium-sized city in Wyoming. This is your main supply point and last major supply point if you're going to Woodruff Reservoir. You want to go pretty much north out of Evanston on the State Highway 19, cross the Utah line where it becomes Utah State Highway 16, go to the town of Woodruff. And if you go, oh my gosh, I forgot something or I need gas, Woodruff, Utah is your absolute last chance for this. There is one gas station with a small convenience store. And to get from the town, backtrack about 1.5, 2 miles south of Woodruff on the state highway. You want to bear to the left onto Francis Road, and about 1/4 mile after you do the kind of split like this, and you want the left split, you're going to come to a junction, and you almost want to make a U-turn to the left because that's actually Francis Road. And then you want to follow about 2 more miles along the Bear River, and it'll wind around a bit, and it'll get you to Woodruff Reservoir. There's not much here. There is a vault toilet. There is a lake. By the way, great fishing. And by the way, you are back in Wyoming when you get to the reservoir. Apparently, about the only people who know how to get here are the locals. So if you get crossed up on your routing, just go back to Woodruff, Utah, and ask someone for better directions. There's also a different way to come through here, which is if you come from the east along the U.S. highway and kind of following the Oregon Trail, you kind of go up and over the divide. It's a paved road for the first part, but where the paved road suddenly takes a sharp turn to the north, you want to go straight ahead on the improved dirt road. And that's pretty much at the divide, and you'll just kind of drift downhill from there down to the reservoir. The camping area is on the north shore of the reservoir, and the reservoir is pretty much north-south. It's pretty much camp anywhere where you want. There are no fixed spaces. There is some grass and a lot of dirt. And the only people who seem to use this often are the hunters and the fishermen, and maybe some local teenagers too. The wildlife viewing is pretty good, especially if it's not hunting season, which starts about August or so. By the way, if you're planning to do either hunting or fishing here, please make sure you have a Wyoming game and fish license and the appropriate stamps, because they do patrol this area. And the only people you will run into is some locals. And you're far away from everything. So how would I rate this? Very primitive, no water. There are vault toilets, relatively unused. So I'm going to give this one a 5. Great scenery, great wildlife, decent campsites, but no water except for the reservoir. And vault toilets means it's kind of 50-50. You're on your own for finding this one. I'm not responsible for you getting lost, and good chance you will. Okay. On to the last undiscovered campground in Southwest Wyoming. There's only 2. But this one's a little easier to find. Until then, Sanusa, please rate, comment, subscribe. Goodbye for now.